So, Devils, J-Dog back with another goddamn video as always. And today's video, we're going to be going out, knocking out some more questions. Questions on a video that I just pulled up. Didn't proofread shit, but not that many comments at all. And that was the video, What Does J-Dog Think of Hate Eternal? Only 97 comments. 847 views 2 weeks ago. So we'll see what the hell's in here. And at the very top, I see some question marks, and it's from Carpenter_Corpse. Comments fairly frequently. See them several times. What's up, J-Dog? Thanks for the vid. Question, any thoughts on T-Court? Never knew how to pronounce that band's name, to be honest. Is it T-Court? T-Court? Am I saying it right? I'm not even sure. And the USBM band Masochists. I think they fucking rip, and he had a very distinct sounding vocals. I dig his other projects as well. I know some of the other members thought he was just a piece of shit. I'm not sure exactly which one guy you're talking about. Vesuvia Coursepower replied to him. I love those 90s Masochist demos. Just discovered the summon today, actually, post Masochist. Yes, that's all. So the T-Court, either I've never listened to it, but I want to say I have, because I know exactly what it looks like. It's came through Hell's several times. I thought that was more of like the depressive black metal. That was what my recollection, so I could be totally wrong. It sounds like the Masochist definitely isn't. The Masochist I've talked about several times. Yeah, it's great. What I have is that double disc. What was it, by Moribund Records? I'm pretty sure it's their entire discography on there. Yeah, from what I understood, it was pre-summoned. So is it a Kaz, or which is that his name? I think it's Kaz. Met him a couple times, but it's been a long, long time. I think it was his band, maybe one of the other guys, but I was always just knew it as Masochist was pre-Summon. Then Summon came, which I thought Summon was great. I've already done videos showing some of their stuff and talking about them. So yeah, the Masochist, but I just had that double disc. Pretty sure that's everything they've done. Think that's fucking great. Thought Summon was great. T-Court or T-Court or how the fuck you say it. Like I said, I think I heard it. If I heard it, I recall not liking it. I guess it's a possibility at this point I never even listened to it, and then maybe I should. But I didn't even know that he had any relationship to Masochist or Summon. I mean, is it that one guy? I mean, like I said, name looks kind of familiar. That'd be that was in Masochist as well. Because I mean, every band I listen to, I can't sit there and say I know every band member's name and shit like that. Not even half of them, to be honest with you. So that is my take on them. From Mizothea666. Hey, J-Dog. Well, since you keep mentioning that you might have missed some questions, I'll repeat a question I asked months ago. Yeah, keep asking, man. It means I did miss it. Yeah, absolutely. If I keep seeing it repeated, or even just any other Devils, if I missed yours, you want just how he did is perfect. Hey, I'll ask again, like, or maybe put again in all caps. Again, I'll ask. Please answer or whatever. And if I see that, I definitely will. And I can't remember. And I can't remember you talking about it. But would be curious to hear your opinion. What's your stance on self-destruction, violence addiction, etc. in metal? Integral element or just stupid excesses, or none of the above? Do you think some bands with complete psychos in the lineup would have been as good even if the dudes involved hadn't been complete nutters? I don't know. I mean, who's considered complete nutters that are still around? I mean, the first band that comes to my mind that people, at least especially in the mainstream when they see stuff, would be Mayhem. They probably thought Dead and Euronymous were nutters. I don't see it that way. I thought they were just like depressed kids. That's the vibe I get. I didn't think they're nutters. I didn't think they're crazy. I didn't think they were some fucking tough guy badasses. Nothing. I just a bunch of depressed kids. The whole self mutilation thing, I mean, is kind of cool with Dead. With him doing it on stage and shit like that. Outside that, I mean, I'm not big on it. I think it's kind of, I mean, do what you want. I don't care. I think it's your body. You can do what the hell you want. But to me, I think it's just kind of fucking pointless. Fuck the way I see it. You want to inflict pain on yourself? I could come to the gym with me. I'll give you fucking pain that you will not be able to withstand. Guaranteed. If you want pain, fucking drop sets, rest pause sets. I'll fucking destroy you. And then the next day you'll be in massive pain too. You want pain? I'll give you fucking a man's pain. God damn it. I don't know. I mean, the kind of the self mutilation shit. It was kind of cool. I mean, when Manicore did it and stuff like that, thought it was cool on stage. I mean, obviously, I'd never seen Mayhem live with Dead, but his whole him doing it was cool. Centurion, Rob painting the Corazonic Chaos Gods album in blood. It was cool. Outside of that, it's kind of like, I mean, how many more times you need to do it? I know there's bands doing it at the same time or prior to some of the bands I just mentioned, but it's kind of like those are the bands that stuck in my head where I thought was kind of cool. Outside of that, it's kind of like, whatever. do what you want, but it's not for me, and I don't care. And then as far as complete cycles addicted to violence and shit, who actually is? I mean, like that, and not just like they're actual tough guys just saying shit that they actually are. I mean, is there? I mean, I'm sure there are, but I mean, nobody's coming to my mind. Like, who's like a really good band, successful band that is? You know what I mean? Like, for example, like when you heard the thing came out about from Cannibal, of course, Pat O'Brien when he did the when he chased the guy cop with a knife or some shit when he was all methed out. I mean, stuff like that. I'm just thinking, what a fucking idiot. Like, I don't look at that as like, oh man, that's badass or that's cool, or I'm just thinking, what a fucking moron. That's why would you do that? Like, that's kind of my take when I hear stories that. But I guess who is considered just a complete nutter? That's because, like, I mean, some people like I don't know about. Well, actually, I don't know anything about the guys personally, but maybe somebody would say something like Watain because their image on stage. I mean, are they though? But are they actually like that, or that's just a stage presence? I'm sure they might be in the metal and like maybe like extreme topics just like that, but they actually doing nutty things on their own time, own dime. Hey, maybe I don't know. I mean, but I mean that's the thing is that are they actually even doing it? But who? So my question, I guess, is to you: who is like who's a nuttier fucking guy out there? Um, and a lot of it, the self mutilation and shit like that. The reason why I guess I wasn't a big fan when I think of it, I just think of the depressive U.S. black metal, not U.S. just black depressive black metal or depressive music in general. To me, that's just when I think of that, I just think of your like I don't look at that as like you're evil or you're fucking badass or a tough guy or cavalt or whatever the term you want to use or say. I kind of just see you're a fucking weak ass pussy. I see it as a form of weakness. I don't see it as a fucking sign of strength. I think you're fucking it's just weak. Again, I don't care and I don't judge. I don't dislike somebody for doing it. But to me, I think it's a weak minded vice rather than a strong minded vice, in my opinion. That's kind of the way I see it. I mean, depression in general is like get your whether you got to get on medication or just buck up. I don't know, but probably I understand some people need a medication for they get out of it because depression is only a sign of fucking weakness in my opinion. I don't see that as a sign of power or strength at all, or you want to be kicking ass in life. I just think you're at a disadvantage, and I've been looking to get that fixed ASAP, brah. Not a good thing. That's my take on it. And if you happen to have a different opinion, that's totally fucking fine. I don't happen to give a fuck one way or another. You can agree with me, disagree with me, have your own opinion, put it in there. We can still be buds, so don't get your fucking panties all fucking knotted up your fucking pussy in case you happen to disagree. Because I know there's gonna be somebody that fucking, well, I don't agree. It's because of this and that, and we're cutting ourselves for the gods above, and blah 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 blah. Well, all right, cool, put it in there. I don't. That's fine. Like I said, that doesn't bother me. If you want to do it, go ahead. I don't give a shit. Rocky's musical rarities. I saw Ghost. They had some gothy folk chick open for them. It was fucking painful. I bet. What was fucking painful for me was when I saw King Diamond the second to last time. It was in Pittsburgh, and I want to say it was the year 2014, 2014. I think it was 14, maybe 2016, 14 or 16, but I think it was 14. But it was in Pittsburgh because we were doing a Cleveland show. Great fucking show. Was it Jex Thoth or Jess and the Ancient Ones? One of those bands opened, and oh my god, they couldn't get off that fucking stage any sooner. I was not liking that at all. Was not a fucking fan. Ben NG, what causes pec and bicep tears in the gym? Those videos are brutal. I don't know too many videos that people tear biceps or pecs on video. The only ones I can think of is the complete two fucking idiots. You had that Colin Van Moger, who's a complete fucking retard. He tore his bicep trying to do, what was it, him and that Chris Bumstead, who was kind of like, but kind of don't. He's just kind of like, he's like the, what do I like to call him? He's like the pretty boy fucking slash wimpier side of bodybuilding slash Gymshark representative. Kind of like everything that's weak and mild and mundane and childish and let's show up all in our little gym suits at the fucking gym and take selfies and shit like that. He's kind of like the representative of that. You know what I mean? Before, when bodybuilding was super extreme, it was just the open class, get big as fuck. We're, just stay covered up, wear baggy clothes in the fucking gym and just working hard and eating lots of food, et cetera, et cetera. Now it's just like, I don't know, it's just this pretty fucking thing. Like, he represents that. Anyways, the two of them were doing a fucking bicep curl. It was like 405 in the bar. They're curling together, which is fucking retarded. Why would you do that? And the column tore it on camera. I remember that. I'm just thinking, what a fucking idiot. Like, why would you even do that? But that guy just comes off to me as a complete fucking box of chocolate boy, fucking Forrest Gump anyways. I wouldn't even say hello to that guy in person if I ever seen him. And then the other guy, who was that other fucking fucktard who tore his pec on the incline? These are the only two videos I know of that tore on the camera. I was about a year ago, or whatever, and he was doing 5 plates on the incline, which it's funny because you see him, he's working out with that other idiot, fucking Larry Wheels, who, I mean, Larry's at least is impressively fucking strong, I'll get on that, but he's another fucking idiot. Um, but he was doing, like, the answer to your question is those two guys, because it was fucking doing retard shit. Like, what are you doing? Like, you could tell he was struggling to do 405 on the incline for 1-2 reps or whatever the hell he did. They weren't even a full range of motion, like a pause off the chest, all the way down, pause off the chest. So then he puts on 5 plates. It's like, dude, I promise you wouldn't have been able to do 4 plates if you actually did it with a pause on the chest. Why the fuck would you go to fucking 5? So it's kind of like, why did he tear it? Well, it's kind of obvious. And a lot of people, when they tear it just on the whim, is because one of the biggest things, I mean, there's all kinds, because the muscle's frayed from overuse of time and time and time, and it probably hurt and ached, and people are just ignoring it. Tears from that. Another thing is, though, anytime you see these dumbass motherfuckers, and I know you see them in your gym, if they're doing half reps on anything, and I don't mean half reps in the sense kind of like what Ronnie Coleman was doing. Grant, I don't like to do them that way either, but there's at least some benefit, or at least not the disadvantage to them. When they come only like say they're doing a bench press, incline bench press, a bench press, squats, or same thing, they only come halfway down. Ronnie Coleman would be like, "You did half reps." No, he came all the way down to his chest, and he only went halfway up. The idea is to keep the tension on the chest and not towards the lockup where the weight's being more shifted to the shoulders and the triceps. He's keeping down his chest, but he's coming all the way down his chest. All these fucking idiots, and I know you've seen them at your gym. Hell, you may even be one that does this. People watching. If you're coming only halfway down, you're asking to tear a fucking pec. What that's doing is it's tightening the muscle up in that position. And then once you come down, if you come past that over time with a heavier weight, it's going to tear because it's not used to being lengthened in the full range of motion. So come all the way the fuck down to your, you know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, the reason they're doing it is number one, so they can move more weight. It's like, well, yeah, of course you can move more weight. You're only doing half the fucking range. You're coming halfway down. And you just look like an idiot, and you're working less muscle fibers, and it's injury prone. But they'll say when you tell them that, oh, I do because my shoulders hurt. The reason your shoulders hurt, dude, is because you're doing that. That causes muscular imbalances and shit. So don't do it. Go back to the drawing board. Well, I bench 275. Here's an idea. Go up to just put a 25 on each side. Pause off the chest. Do 10 reps. So the pause off the chest. You work in there. Add just another 25. And then if you can only go up to 225 with that for a few, do that. Work that so you can work your way back up, because that's all you can fucking do. Get in that range of motion and start off light, because yeah. But that's another huge reason why, guys. I see it all the time. They do the same on squats too. Some guys, they're not even doing half reps. They're doing quarter reps. They get used to that weight and they keep going up in weight and say like they're struggling and they come down more, tear a fucking quad. That's the number one thing that leads to it. Other than, like I said, the videos you mentioned, the 2 that I talked about, that's just 2 complete fucking dumbass fucking meatheads, and that's what they give. That's people like that are what give bodybuilding a bad name, as far as, oh, they're just dumb meatheads and dumb idiots. There's actually a lot of guys who are some of the smartest human beings I've ever met in my life, but there's a lot of fucking dum-dums, and it's guys like that. So, Donald Candy, what do you think about the new Temple of Void? I thought it was okay. I'm not big in that band in general. They're kind of like little, you know me, guys, with the doom shit. I'm just, usually it's 95% of it's not for me. I mean, hell, I don't even like Autopsy, Metal Funeral, like I said a million times. To me, Severed Survival, that's it. After that, that's slow shit, boring the fuck out of me. There's exceptions to the rules. There's some stuff that I like, but for the most part, I'm like, I'm bored. I mean, it was quality metal and shit, but nothing I would buy. I'd listen to it. I think I did listen to all 3 of their albums. Background listen. For the most part, bored, but it's not terrible or nothing like that. But nothing I would buy. I'm one of the same, brah. Goat666DB. What's the deal with all the spam bots in the comments? I have no fucking clue. Tell you guys, let me know. I have no clue. I wanted the same fucking thing. Not sure if it does any good, but I've just been hitting the report comment as spam button. Splatterhouse and Gruesome Stuff Flowers are great, by the way. Got that right, goddammit. They sure are. Michael, Ghost will always be the band. I just don't get it. What is so impressive by them? What am I missing here? I think they blew up just because their image was cool. To be honest with you, their image was cool, and it's a commercially acceptable music. Again, they were nothing extreme. You could put Ghost on for your mom. She's like, this is very nice sounding, Teddy, but you can't put on fucking Hemorrhage for your mom. You can't put on Baphomet for your mom, or General Surgery, or you know what I mean, extreme black metal stuff. You know, Profanatica. You can't put that on for your mom. Unlord, can't put that on for your mom. Last Days of Humanity, like they're not gonna like that. You know what I mean? But Ghost, this is very nice, Bobby. Or grandma would like it too, which at least they may not like it. I want to go out and buy it and I go to the show, but acceptable. And it's just radio friendly commercial music that anybody can get into, and it had a cool image. So it's like, oh, I like tough shit. I like evil stuff. I like, yeah, I'm in the cool club because they dress like that. Yeah, but their music's fucking pussy as hell. No, I actually do like some Ghost songs, but just some songs. I thought their second album was their best album, even though they had a couple of fucking fruity as hell tracks on there too. But as a whole, I like more songs on that than any of them. The first album, I think the only song I do like that song Ritual. I think that's a good general hard rock heavy metal song if you want to call it that. The rest of the album I thought pretty much blew chunks. And then the second album, like I said, there's a few tracks that are pretty fruity on there I don't like, but there's a good handful of songs I do like. And then third album, I listened to it once, thought it sucked shit, and I never listened to anything after. What are they on now? Fourth, fifth album? Never even heard them. Never cared to listen to them. So that is my take on them. But yeah, as far as why they're so impressive, they're not. They're not. They just look cool, and it's commercially acceptable music, so that's why they made it big. That's my honest opinion. Layla Lover, Ghost. I get the hate, but I do like them a lot. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I don't hate them either. I don't have no problem with them. I own a few bootleg LPs by them and shit, so I own a few things by them. Don't think I own any. I might own the second album on LP. I think I do own that. So I don't hate them. I definitely think like again, any annoyance I have with them, it's not the band themselves. I'm not gonna blame the band. Hey, they're gonna, hey, success is success. What the fuck? I'm not gonna turn it down. I'll do the same thing. It's more so the fan base that it's just a bunch of fucking trendies that have no business in the metal scene getting them, and they kind of think they're in the cool club. You know, they think they're in the Exhumed Mortician Club. I guess. I mean, maybe they don't think that, but I don't know. That's just to me, it's just like you're still very, 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 very far out from what I'm into. Again, doesn't mean I'm better than you or anything like that. It's just we don't like the same shit. But at the same breath, there, it's almost like they kind of think they do, or then the end of the conversation. Could be wrong on that. Makes it just be my personal bias thought process how my head works. But that's the vibe. Again, that's the only part that I would say. I don't even say it's annoying to me. I mean, a 16-year-old Justin would have been annoyed. But if there's any annoyance with the band, that's what I would say is annoying about it. Vic Legina, you mentioned that King Folly called somebody gay for wearing Ride the Lightning, and he wears Kiss. All as far as first off, as far as King Folly, I actually did. I recorded a video on Lindsay's phone a few days ago when Deceased played here with the Accused. Got to get that up, but in the middle of the fucking interview, it cut out, and so it needs to be spliced together a little bit. Editing. I think I'm gonna probably ask Francisco to do it. I saw bits and pieces of it, Lindsay, and it sounded like the audio was at least good. So I'm hoping for that. So there's an 85% chance you'll have a King Folly video. It's probably, I don't know, 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long, maybe 20 tops. But it's just me in person and just talking one-on-one with King, and I asked him some shit, some funny shit. And well, King's just always funny in general. As far as him wearing a Kiss shirt, I mean, dude, the guy's 54 years old. What the fuck? I mean, I'm not really a Kiss fan. I like some Kiss songs, but I'm not a big Kiss fan. But I mean, I'd expect a 54-year-old who's in the metal, hard rock, or any of the sense to be in a Kiss. I mean, fuck, he's probably had a Kiss lunchbox going to school. I mean, that's what he grew up on. So I get it. What, you know? He wears Kiss. Also, what do you think of the last three Terrorize albums? Yeah, it's a given that the first one sucks shit. I'll be honest with you, I never listened to any of the Terrorizer comeback albums. Zero interest. There was no Oscar on vocals, to my understanding, and Petey's a fucking born again Christian. I'm sure it's triggered out the ass. I'm sure it doesn't sound anything like. It's just one of those things. Like I don't even want to listen to it. To be honest with you, I'm 99% positive I'd be disappointed. But World Downfall, total banger. Actually, my favorite thing by Terrorizer is the main thing I listen to by Terrorizer. I'll show you guys. It's actually a boot like this, but it's their two rehearsals on one. It's what I listen to by Terrorizer the most. But World Downfall is awesome. But my favorite thing is this. I'll show you guys. What the fuck is it? It's called Terrorizer from the Tomb. This came out 20 years ago, probably. Hell's got them in back in the day, too. So if I can only own one thing by Terrorizer, this is what I would pick up. This is by far what I listen to the most. And is there 8/22/87 rehearsal? So what month is that? August, September. Yeah, August 22nd, 1987 rehearsal, and then rehearsal April 25th, 87. So 2 rehearsal demos. This is my favorite shit by far. So when I'm listening to Terrorizer, this is definitely what is the most spun. So if you don't know that, that's definitely going to be a Discoggers or eBayer. Long sold out. Highly recommend it though, because if I only owned one thing by Terrorizer, that is what I would try and pick up. So see if you can find it. Goddamn it. Twehoneth Wone. I hope I'm pronouncing that for you, brah brah. We'll make this last goddamn question too, because we're 21 minutes. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm surprised that you consider Ghost to be metal, Big Devil. Metal, hard rock. I mean, I guess you can kind of consider them like heavy metal in a sense, right? I mean, but if you don't consider them hard rock, I'm not not the least bit offended or care. I'm shocked that you mentioned them alongside CC and Deicide, just size-wise, because I think that they're probably more popular than Cannibal Corpse and Deicide at this point. I'm just talking about popularities. I can mention Tupac alongside fucking Cannibal Corpse and Deicide. I'd be like, well, Tupac's way more popular, but the biggest death metal bands we got is Cannibal Corpse, Morbid Angel, and Deicide. Just see how the conversation, but I'm not saying that they're the same by any means musically. They're more like Foo Fighters or Helicopters or Scooby-Doo chase music. Question mark, question mark. Question marks to draw J-Dog's attention. Okay, yeah, good idea, actually. That's actually a good idea, and you did get my attention. But yeah, no, I kind of agree. Like I said, yeah, I mean, Ghost is pussy as hell. It's commercial as hell music. You're not some fucking big band metaler because you like Ghost. It's if you like them, that's cool. Because like I said, I like some tracks myself, but it's the wimpy shit. Do I consider it a guilty pleasure? Yes and no. Because I mean, maybe I guess, but I don't feel guilty. I just feel like, yeah, I kind of enjoy some of this shit, but it's wimpy as piss. I don't think they sound like Merciful Fate, like some people said at least when they first came out for a sound. Oh, it sounds like Merciful Fate. I'm like, no, not really. I guess in the sense that it's not as heavy as fucking Cannibal Corpse or anything. I guess comparative to that, but I was like, I didn't put that out. Whoa, is that fucking Kingy on vocals? Holy shit! Nothing like that. So, yeah, whatever. They like those songs, but yeah, it's definitely wimpy. It's definitely commercial, and definitely mom and dad and fucking Nana would minimally think it is fucking acceptable or okay. Supposed to like you put on Baphomet? Probably not. Probably not gonna dig it. They're gonna think it's complete fucking noise, right? Which is the way it should be. Anyways, that's it for this one, Devils. You know what to do. Comments, questions, concerns, put them in there and tell all your fucking folks you know to goddamn watch J-Dog's fucking shit and tell them to comment too. Don't be a pussy. Leave it in there and I'll see you tomorrow. Goddamn it. Later.